I am Sam Laxer. I'm in the PhD program in medical biophysics, and I'm from here in London, Ontario. So I chose to come to Western for my graduate degree mainly because of the reputation that Western has, particularly in imaging. They have some of the world's leading researchers in this field. So my research involves MRI. I work in the MRI field, and particularly I work in an application of MRI called functional magnetic resonance imaging. And part of fMRI involves measuring blood flow. However, we still don't quite know the mechanisms, the physiological mechanisms behind the fMRI signal. And so my research is just looking at better understanding and characterizing those mechanisms. I would say that medical biophysics allows its students to be successful since it's tailored in such a way that it allows students coming from different backgrounds and with different skills and doing different projects to really focus on what they need to be successful in their program. For instance, they only require one course throughout their graduate degree, and that's scientific communications, which is helpful for all graduate students. And then they can take additional courses just based on their supervisor and advisory committee's opinions, based on what they think will help the student throughout their graduate degrees. So it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. I think the unique part about TAing is it helps students get a glimpse at the other side of the classroom. Usually as a student, you're used to just being taught information, but as a TA, you get to experience kind of organizing the class, and that's really useful. It also helps to increase your networking skills. You get much closer to the course instructor and the other TAs that are working with you, and I think those are all beneficial skills to have. On top of that, particularly in the medical biophysics program and some others, the salary that you get from TAing is on top of your base salary, so that's an added benefit, as well as the added insurance benefits that you get from these roles. I would say that the best thing about being a Western graduate student is the culture that is set up around graduate students. Here, especially within my program of medical biophysics, we all have a very similar mindset. We're all trying to tackle healthcare related issues from a physics perspective. And I think this common mindset allows us to really get along well together. And this is helpful during the tough times. We can lean on each other, and also for just celebrating and just doing recreational activities. It's good to have a close group of people to get through this program together with. I would say if I had one thing to recommend to prospective graduate students who are considering applying for the medical biophysics program is try and make sure that you are a good fit for the lab, but also that the lab is a good fit for you. This is obviously easier said than done, but I would just recommend trying to reach out to as many current graduate students in that lab as possible and just pick their brains about the current lab environment. I think that's probably the best way to go about doing that.